All right. I'm on this thread here, and obviously, Ernie, Ray, I respond to your particular thread here. The only time a U.S. flag should be flown upside down is clearly outlined in our laws and proper use and treatment of the flag. Why would you put that up as an aviator? It's serious now, but not enough to use the flag. More than ever, we need it right side up. When guns are brought out and the proverbial shit hits the fan, then you should show others near you that you are in distress. Well, I of course people down here back in your position. Ernie, uh, some people, what you got to understand about this whole process, it's like the old frog. You know, you could take a frog, and the global elites understand this process, where American people don't understand this. And unfortunately, a lot of us are pretty self-centered. We can be sitting back in our lazy boy chair, sitting in front of our plasma TV, and watching American Idol, Monday Night Raw, whatever. Meanwhile, our fellow Americans being, his family's being shredded right next door. He's losing his home. He's losing everything he's worked for his whole life. And we'll just justify it by saying, oh, that guy is just a bum, or he don't want to go back to school or something absurd like that. Think about that mentality. That's what's wrong with this country, people that think like this. So I might be reading in between the lines here, but there is distress in this country. And it's very clear, in our founding documents. Let's just go, okay? Right here, that, that we hold these true self-evidence, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay. Now, that's what's being taken away. And when you recognize that the rights are being encroached on by this ever-growing and never-ending federal government, there's violation here of this here. It's King George all over again, basically. You go down the list here of the Declaration of Independence, you'll start seeing that the grievances that they list here history's starting to repeat itself. So there is definitely distress. It just might not be happening to you guys personally at hand. I know things are bad, but in denial that there's no distress that's going on, what kind of service are we doing? I mean, do we got to fly the flag as the revolution's upside down as the revolution's taking place? Or maybe some of these people are flying the flag for awareness, to try to inform people. Wake up. This is our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You cannot just take it away from us. That's what's happening, and people are just saying, oh, well, he just got to go and reinvent himself again or go back to school. No. You shouldn't have to. I strongly disagree with that. I mean, I used to be in the building industry. There's still building going on, but illegal immigrants are doing it. Why should I be subject to go back to school and go completely backwards in my life because what the federal government's doing, taking away my livelihood? That's distress to me as an individual. And what's happening, as we see, it's going to grow. It's going to continue. The more this fiat currency that we all underneath, the more the government and its policies they continue with this nation building and policing the world, the more the system is going to deteriorate, the more tyranny is going to creep in, and the more distress. And just unfortunately, some of us have been affected sooner than others because it's that the frog in the lukewarm water, but the heat is slowly turning up, and the frog don't even realize it. And that's what some of us are just trying to do. Warn the American people, the water is being turned up. Wake up. Wake up. We are underneath duress. Let's stop it before it has to be a bloody revolution. That's what I believe what a lot of people are trying to do. They're not trying to insult the American flag, what's about and all and everything. They're trying to wake people up. And they're probably more likely under duress. I mean, I could speak for myself as an individual. I know. You're probably sitting there, well, Robert, you're able to be on a computer and all and everything. But you know what? I myself have not been able to establish any commerce for quite some time. If it wasn't for my wife's inheritance, we'd be homeless. And that's being spent down. So ask yourself, is that the America that the Founding Fathers, the Declaration of Independence here speaks of and stuff? No, not at all. I find it to be a nation under duress. And they don't want the people to realize that. They want you to be a frog in that lukewarm water and slowly turn the heat. They don't want the people to be aware of what's happening. I guarantee, if you rely on the mainstream media, it's a whole lot worse than what they're saying. For example, I used to frame single-family homes down here in South Florida. I was not an employee. I had my own company. I was a business owner. So you know how many people that are just like me, small businesses, that aren't working no more? Guess what? We're not added to that unemployment status because we're not employees. So this depression, that's right, it's a depression what we're going through. It's a lot greater than what they're letting you to believe. The water is a lot more warmer than you think it is. All right, I said my rant. God bless America. That's what I believe what they're doing. They're just trying to wake people up, that's all, before it is a bloody revolution. And I see no harm in that at all, gentlemen. Good day.